Good afternoon, and you are watching MediaPlex Live at 1. "2,300 workers hit the picket lines outside Caesars Windsor early this morning. This is after 59% of the workers voted against a deal just minutes before the strike deadline on Tuesday. Kevin Leforet, the regional president of Caesars Entertainment, says he felt the agreement was fair and is disappointed. Facebook CEO and Mark Zuckerberg released a statement to all users of social network. "Malicious actors could have scraped your public profile information. Bernard DeWall has more."
On Monday, Facebook will be adding a new tool for their over 2 billion users. It's not new photo sharing capabilities or even a virtual reality storefront. Users will be able to see if their private information was stolen. Canadian Christopher Wiley, co-founder of Cambridge Analytica, blew the whistle on the privacy breach. On March 27, he testified before the British Parliamentary Media Committee that data of around 50 million people was used to influence the 2016 US presidential election and the Brexit vote in the UK. Yesterday, Zuckerberg raised the number to 87 million. Facebook stocks have taken a major plunge, losing as much as $61 billion in value. Facebook now claims that as many as 600,000 Canadians might have been implicated in the data breach. Here's what Windsorites had to say.
Well, come Monday, I probably won't care too much. I don't use Facebook all that often.
I use it, but everything that's up there about me, I put up there. It's like they'll already know it anyways.
I'll probably check it out and see if they were able to steal my information. It's so easy to just have a clickbait and just kind of get absorbed up in a fake story.
Is it going to change the way I use social media? Probably not, but it will make me more aware of the importance of having, better, pushing social media platforms like Facebook to be more responsible.
Whether this incident will be the social media giant's Watergate will become clear in the coming weeks as investigations develop. Bernard DeWall, MediaPlex Live at 1.
The Salvation Army of Windsor received $5,000 from Rotary Club this week. Major Paul Rideout, Assistant Executive Director of Salvation Army, is here to explain how the funding will help. Can you tell us more about Salvation Army's new initiative?
The Salvation Army has been feeding the community of Windsor for more than 20 years. And over this past winter, we've tried a few community meals. And so on April the 4th, we started a year-round, 4 nights a week community meal. And obviously the donation from Rotary Club of Windsor 1918 is a great help that will help us into the first 2 or 3 months.
What happened in Windsor that led to increase in meals necessary?
Yeah, I believe the need has always been here in Windsor, but I think the recent rise to the minimum wage has certainly had an impact on those living on assistance. They've not been adequately compensated, obviously, and so rent and other things that they would pay for is on the rise, and so it's impacting their budget and the amount that they have to spend on food.
How many people do you expect to come in?
Well, the first 2 nights that we've been going has been between 80 and 100 people, so we're expecting at least that on a nightly basis and probably a slight increase as we move along.
How are you planning to continuing this initiative on a long term?
Well, we're asking this great city of Windsor, who supported the Salvation Army in the past, to continue to do that as they always do. And if they can step up and support us with financial donations, then we would gladly accept that, and that would be the means of continuing our program.
What do you have to say to people who wishes to help?
For people that might want to volunteer with us, we certainly ask them to call us at 519-253-7473, extension 227, and talk with Susan, who coordinates the volunteers, and that would be a great way for people to get involved.
Anything more you would like to add on?
I would just like to say thank you to the great city of Windsor for their support in the past, and we just look forward to their continued support, and we believe that this will be a way that will help us to increase housing stability.
Thank you. Throughout the world, the month of April is the start of new financial year and time to file taxes. Everybody in Canada is eligible to file taxes even if they earn nothing. Harshpal Zeng visited an income tax office and has more.
Students in Canada should file taxes along with international students. Despite being new to the country and mostly unemployed, there is a benefit to filing taxes. SB Income Tax and Bookkeeping Services in Windsor has advice on how students can benefit by filing taxes.
A lot of time, especially the students, they think that they come at the end of the year, probably midnight, close to the midnight, December 31st, and still they are allowed to get GST credit, which is close to $300, Ontario sales tax credit, which is another $300.
It is mandatory for everyone living in Canada to file a tax return.
It's one of our duties as citizens of any country that we file our taxes correctly, accurately, because it helps many things, infrastructure and so many other aspects of the community, the government.
If you miss this date, the penalty is 5% for 2018 plus 1% for each month missed.
For MediaPlex News Now, I'm Zeng.
It's hard to not notice that Windsor is a border city, but the relationship is so much more than physical. Dawn Gray joins us live at studio for more. Dawn?
Thanks, Kush. Windsor and Detroit have a connection that goes way back. This connection has now become a part of our culture as a border city. The international border of Windsor and Detroit is linked through history, wars, prohibition, and the rise of the auto industry after the U.S.-Canadian Auto Pact of the 1960s. The two cities also share geopolitical issues like transportation and joint resources. Larry Kulisek, a local historian, knows all about these connections. Yesterday, he was invited to the Duff Baby House to speak for the Windsor Museum Volunteer Group about his research.
Because the connection was there earlier with the ferry and the railway, so that tied them together in a physical way, and then that just increased with bridge and tunnel.
Kulisek says the two cities have a long, intriguing history. Business, community, culture, trade, and liquor have all crossed this border.
During the Great Prohibition experience from 1919 to 33 in the United States, Windsor residents found plenty of excuses for their conduct and noncompliance with the letter of the law. The Roaring Twenties, rum runners, the Purple Gang, Al Capone dominated the era, but the Canadian federal government became an accomplice in liquor violations.
The Windsor-Detroit area also acts as a critical commercial link of the Canada-US border, and this link is growing. Traffic crossing the border is anticipated to rise from the now 19,000 vehicles a day to over 26,000 by the year 2025. There are 119 border crossings connecting Canada to the U.S., but our area is the largest, with a combined population of almost 6 million people. It is North America's largest cross-border international urban area. Back to you, Kush.
Transit Windsor has brand new wheels on the road. Improved technology and accessibility are just some of the perks. Reporter Gillian Toman visited Transit Central Garage to find out more details.
There is excitement and nostalgia over the replacement of Windsor's old buses with a new and improved fleet. The transition is underway, and riders can look forward to features that better accommodate their comfort and schedules. The new clean diesel buses are better for the environment and 100% accessible.
It's a good opportunity for us to improve our fleet, and while you're improving the fleet, you're actually improving customer amenities. These buses have come a long way from when we had our GMC Classics 25 years ago. These ones now have state-of-the-art technology on the buses, real-time information, call announcements, things that were once a dream for Transit Windsor, now a reality.
The City of Windsor is hopeful that all new 24 buses will be on the road by the beginning of next month. Reporting for MediaPlex News, I'm Gillian Toman.
Local businesses have been busy setting up at Central Park Athletics. The 36th annual Windsor Home and Garden Show opens today and will run through Sunday. Whether you are buying a home, renovating, or just sprucing things up, attendees will find free expert advice, in-booth demonstrations, and exclusive specials. Now turning to weather. Today we can see chances of rain and showers with a high of 4. On Saturday, expect a mix of sun and clouds with a high of 2. Thank you for tuning in. I am Kush Mendiratta and you have been watching MediaPlex Live.